Hey my beautiful Leo peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your August 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. I want to wish you all a very happy birthday and a very special Leo season. I hope you guys are looking towards a fantastic one, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. What do we got going on here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming up throughout August 2022. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Leo? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their August 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Having a look here at the first card out for you, we do have here the Knight of Pentacles. So, you could be dealing with an earth sign, such as a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles, typically that energy of going in a pretty solid and stable direction, making sure that you're going on that path that you want to be a part of. You're really committing to something here. And also, I'm hearing like it's something simple for you, so you're committing to something that's simple, something that's easy. I feel like what you're trying to do is, in order to like avoid roadblocks that you've been facing in your life, I want to stick to a bit of an easier and calmer path so that I can have a little bit of a less chaotic life, especially if you feel like you've been dealing with lots of chaotic energies as of late. So I do see that jumping into August 2022, it's like, all right, I want to take a little bit more of a calmer approach to this month ahead. Having a look at the next card for you, we also do have here the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so the calmer things are, it's easier for me to focus, it's easier for me to work, it's easier for me to put things together. So the more that you feel like you're slowing down here, Leo, the easier it is for you to get by, the easier it is for you to work on situations. We also do have here the Justice card, and looking at the last overall energy we have present for you, we have here the Two of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and discuss these energies at hand. So diving into your month of August, Knight of Pentacles here, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Justice card. What I'd say here for you, as I previously mentioned, Knight of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, really slowing down this month seems to be the intention. The slower you are, the more efficient you feel. And with the Two of Pentacles to the Justice card as well, you're starting to recognize that getting into this flow state, getting into this energy where things are a lot slower, the more balanced you're feeling here as well. Definitely with the Justice card showing up, it's like I can embrace my inner balance, I can embrace my inner peace. The less chaotic things are, the more it seems that everything is starting to work out for me. So I'm not sure what kind of chaotic energies you were recently facing, but it does seem to me like being cool, calm, and collected is the overall goal here for this month. What two cards just came out? We got here the Eight of Wands, and we have here the Moon card. Yeah, on an emotional level too this month, guys, you're feeling a pretty big emotional shift. It's like the weight's being lifted off your shoulders. If you've dealt with a lot of stuff on an emotional level as of recent, you guys are feeling so much more lighter too coming into this month of August 2022. So real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at your recent past. What is all this chaos that Leo was dealing with in the recent past? Give me some information on that. What was all this chaos that Leos were dealing with in their recent past? We got here the World card, so massive changes for sure. We got here the Page of Swords, and we also got here the Nine of Swords. So you felt, and this is going to be an interesting take, but you felt like you were watching your life in a passenger's body. This was the energy of not feeling like you were watching your own life transpire. It's as if you were watching it through somebody else's eyes. That is a very odd message. Not a message I thought that I'd get. Take that if that resonates, of course. If that makes zero sense to you, that is not for you, okay? But with the World card here, Nine of Pentacles, and then the Page of Swords, I do feel here for you. Sorry, I might have called this a Nine of Swords earlier. That's a Nine of Pentacles. Essentially what I feel is that things were so chaotic because of your positioning in the world and what it is that you were doing. It feels to me like things were twice as hard for you to accomplish because you felt like you were doing everything on your own, Leo. And that's why everything was so chaotic. When it comes towards your career path, I did everything from the ground up to make it the way it was. I did everything to make my career successful on my own. If we're talking about your personal life and your personal goals, same rules kind of apply here. You feel like it was very difficult for you and very chaotic for you to kind of navigate throughout life because everything you were doing by yourself. And it was hard to find a bit of a support system surrounding you. You definitely felt like other people didn't have the support for you that you wish you could have had. And ultimately, you would look at everybody else's life and you would see how they were living. And there were parts of you that wish you could have that same amount of support that others did. There's parts of you that wished that you could have had a bit of an easier life, like maybe some other people's lives you've seen. So I do see that a lot of you guys here were kind of just going through a lot of chaos at the time. And you felt like a little bit of a passenger in your own life. You didn't feel like you were in the driver's seat. You know, it got so chaotic and so hectic to the point where you kind of felt like, damn, I don't really want to keep navigating through my own life. It's like I'm kind of vicariously living through other people whose lives seem a lot easier than mine. So, a bit of a weird take, a bit of an interesting message. Sorry if it's not resonating, guys. This is a pretty out there kind of message, but what I basically got for you, Leo, is in your recent past, your life became really chaotic because you were doing everything on your own. It was the energy of taking on the world by yourself. You didn't have anybody else to help you hold up that other half portion of the world and of the experiences you were having. And it got to the point where you would look at everybody else's life and you were like, man, their lives seem so easy. They seem so chill. They seem like really good and solid. And there was a part of you that was like vicariously living through other people's lives because there was that aspect of calmness and that aspect of free flow where everything just works out that you wish you had. You weren't in a mood anymore to want to have to face consistent challenges. You just wanted things to be free flow. And you saw that for other people, and you were tired of feeling like you were the only person who was struggling, you know? So definitely pretty deep message there for sure. And that's why your intention here coming into the month of August is to have a much more calmer type of lifestyle. It's like, all right, I have to really focus this month on being more in my inner calm so that things can get accomplished and so that I can start to enjoy life in a little bit more of a free flowed space. The more chaotic and the more things I took on at once, the more overwhelmed I felt. And overwhelm type of energy or overwhelming type of energies is not what you intend to feel here moving into your August 2022. All right. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what's going to be going on here in your surroundings. What's going to be going on for Leo in regards to the surroundings, please? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout August 2022. What's going to be going on for Leo here and their surroundings? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout August 2022. Having a look here at the first card out, we got here the Ten of Cups. Love that for you. Very, very positive card. It is the card of the ultimate fulfillment. Cool. So you're definitely moving towards high waters here this month. We also do got here the Six of Wands. And then moving to the last two cards for you, we also got here the Seven of Wands, and we got here the Knight of Swords. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Well, taking a look at your surroundings here, Leo, I do feel like you're surrounded by good people for sure. That's going to be the game changer this month, being surrounded by people who you feel can help support all that heavy weight you've been carrying. I think that this month is where you start to open up a lot more too into your vulnerability. I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to be tapping more into your vulnerable side, where you're recognizing that with this vulnerability I am showing the world, I'm able to now rely and share that weight with other people. I think that the thing about the Nine of Pentacles, right, looking at your past for a second, Nine of Pentacles is a very confident and independent card. It's a person that's like, I can tackle any challenge on my own. But I think that because of how much chaos you've experienced in your recent past, it did break you down to a point where you recognized maybe it is okay to have somebody to lean on. And I think that, you know, looking at your surroundings here, you're going to be involved in an environment that's going to embrace your vulnerability stepping into August 2022. So for any Leos here that have had this fear to be vulnerable, being vulnerable is going to be the best time you guys can be, or it's going to be the best time you guys can be vulnerable moving into this month, because people around you are going to be there for you. Ten of Cups here, Six of Wands. This is an environment that wants to devote their attention to you. This is an environment that wants to be there for you. And with the Knight of Swords to the Seven of Wands, if you allow yourself to open up about what it is you're feeling instead of resisting here with the Seven of Wands, you will experience that energy being lifted off your shoulders. So what I would say here for you guys is taking a look at your surroundings, Leo. This month, you're going to start to actually, see the people that care about you. You're going to see the people that support you and the people that want to be there for you and the people that want to uplift you. You might not have seen that in your recent past because maybe there was a part of you that had this perspective that nobody cares. But I think that your recent past was more so, I'm taking on the world all at once. I'm incredibly overwhelmed. And you were in this perspective that other people didn't care. But I think that there was a lack of vulnerability that really showed up a lot in your recent past. And because of that lack of vulnerability, how could other people have known how you were feeling or what it is you were truly going through if you never opened up about it? Stepping into the month of August here, being able to be vulnerable, being able to open up about your struggles and what you faced and what you've experienced is going to give you the opportunity to let other people in. And as those other people are let in, that's how they get to be there for you. That's how you get to have that support group. If you want anybody's support, it has to start with you being open first. So moving moving into your surroundings here. Definitely see you being a lot more vulnerable. I see a lot of people being there for you and definitely helping you carry away some of those burdens that you've experienced in your recent past, which is overall really, really wonderful. Let's go ahead and have a look here at your personal feelings throughout the rest of August. How are my Leo peeps going to be feeling personally here throughout the rest of August 2022? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are my Leo peeps going to be feeling personally here? Having a look at the first card out, we got here the Ace of Swords. Hello. You're going to be very honest. That's one thing I could say for sure. I definitely feel like there is no fear in embracing what you're feeling and what it is that you need to say. There is a deep, deep sense of vulnerability and honesty coming off that Ace of Swords. Moving on to the next card for you, we have here the Hangman. So the Hangman, I feel, is an epiphany. So Leo, a lot of you guys did have an epiphany or are going to have an epiphany here in the month of August about how closed off you previously were. You might have not thought you were closed off previously, but you're going to realize it a lot in the month of August. And you're going to say to yourself, well, yeah, of course I was so closed off, and that's why nobody was there for me, because nobody even knew that I was dealing with any sort of suffering or that I was dealing with any sort of chaos. You know, nobody knew because I wasn't open about it, right? Moving on forward from that, we do got here the Temperance, which is emotional healing, which I really love this card in this deck, man. This is gorgeous. So we got here the Temperance, emotional healing, emotional balancing, and then moving on to the last card of how you'll be feeling personally, we also have here the Page of Pentacles. Ready to get back up out there. Love that for you, man. So Leo, taking a look at your personal feelings coming into the month of August, you know, there's a lot of realizations here to be had. And I think these realizations are going to start from you becoming more vulnerable and you really connecting with your own feelings here this month. You know, there will be a big realization here of why your recent past was so chaotic, because you were the one person taking on the world alone. And it's not like you didn't have other people that could have helped you and that could have battled with you against the world. It's just more so you were confident enough that you could handle it alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing things on your own and feeling confident enough to handle it. But there's also nothing wrong with having a person to lean on. And I feel like in your recent past, you know, throughout all the chaos, you felt like nobody was there to lean on. You might have felt like everybody was against you. And I think that you're now realizing it's not that everybody was against me, but it's more so that I was so detached and so closed off from my own life and from the lives of other people that the perception I had of other people is that they don't care because they're totally happy and content with their own lives. Why would they bother with me? You know, I think that that's a realization some of you guys are having here too, where it's like, well, everybody else is really happy and content with their lives. So if they're good with their lives, why would they bother or give a shit about mine? And if you were stuck in that energy and that time frame, and if you were stuck in that kind of mindset, you know, that definitely pushed you off from opening up and being vulnerable as well. So, you know, your perspective of other people was completely different than how other people viewed you and how other people would have treated you. And now that you realize that, you know, this month is a giant game changer. You know, you're coming into this month with a much more calmer attitude. You know, you're doing everything you can to slow down a little bit. And I think that by opening up about your struggles, you're starting to see who's really there for you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing because you're developing stronger relationships with people here coming into August 2022. And most importantly, you're developing a more solidified relationship with yourself as you're reconnecting with your own life and what you want for yourself going forward. You know? Cool. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see what you can expect throughout the rest of your August 2022. What else can my Leos expect going forward, please, throughout the rest of their August? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What else can they expect going throughout the rest of their August 2022? Having a look at the first card out, we do got here the Queen of Wands, baby. Hello. Your confidence game definitely seems to be going up, which is positive overall. Queen of Wands is a very confident card, but it's also a very passionate card here as well. I think the Queen of Wands here says, I feel revitalized, I feel rejuvenated as I've now reconnected with my own feelings and emotions, but most importantly, as I've now reconnected to my environment and my surroundings. I think you're recognizing that you feel more powerful when you're involved in groups. You feel more powerful when you're involved with your soul family rather than being all on your own over here like you were in your recent past. So you're starting to feel more powerful and reconnected as you're reconnecting with people in your environment. Moving on to the next card, we do got here the Nine of Wands. So there's still a lot of things, I think, that you haven't really talked about yet. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be healed that's kind of kept within right now, but over time it's going to come out for you. We also got here the Ace of Cups, and then looking at the last card for what you can expect going forward, we have here the Eight of Wands. Cool. So one thing I'll say, Leo, is this is just the beginning for you. I feel like you have been tapped out of your own vulnerability for quite some time. I feel like you've been in the energy of detachment for quite some time. And it's been hard to get back to being an open person. And, being in this truly deep, emotional, vulnerable, and owning what you're feeling type of energy. So it's going to take a while here with the Nine of Wands to truly open up about everything, but you're getting there, you know? You got here the Ace of Cups, which is the card of fulfillment, but also it's the card of love, you know? You're welcoming back in the love that you have for other people in your life, and those other people in your life here this month are welcoming in that love for you. And I definitely feel like with the Eight of Wands, you're feeling an entire transformation here throughout your month of August. I mean, what you can expect throughout the rest of this month is for everything to change. You know, you're going from being completely independent on your own, doing your own thing, to now having an incredibly supportive environment that really cares about you and that shows you that they want to be there for you and that they want to help you overcome any sort of struggles that you've gone through. You know, you have lots of people here who really care. And with this major epiphany of how you were viewing the world and how you were viewing other people and how you were viewing yourself, you know, with this giant and major epiphany, it's like, whoa, everything really changed. You know, I see myself in a whole different light. I see my people that I love and care about in my life in a different light. I see the world in a different light in comparison to what I was previously dealing with, you know? So you're moving out of the energy of chaos, and in this month, you're moving into the energy of embracing your inner calm. And when you used to look at the people's lives that you felt was so easy, and when you used to want that type of lifestyle for yourself, well, guess what? That's the type of lifestyle you're about to manifest and create for yourself here coming into your August 2022. Because you're now deciding to say, I don't need to deal with chaos alone. I don't need to face life's challenges alone. I can have that support system around me to be able to help me. But most importantly, I don't have to keep everything in and be the only person that deals with the crazy stuff of the world. So Leos, I think a lot of you guys here are realizing there's no shame in having a person to lean on, but most importantly, there's more power the more that I connect with the people in my life who truly care about me. There's more power, right? So this is cool, man. I really like this transformation for you. I don't know personally how many Leos this is going to resonate with. I feel like this reading's a little bit out there with some of the messages that did come through. But if it does personally resonate to you, awesome. Hopefully it helps here for somebody that needs to hear this message, okay? All right, guys. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and cut to the overall outcome here and see what we got. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout the month of August 2022. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout August 2022. Having a look here at your outcome card, and we have here the Four of Wands. I love that, man. Four of Wands is an awesome card because it's a card of growing closer to your environment. And not only just growing very close to your environment, but having a very stable and uplifting environment as well. This is the feeling of recognizing that I don't need to be alone anymore because I was never alone. I've always had people who cared. And with that being said, this is also the energy of being incredibly content with your life going forward here. So coming into the end of August, it's like, I'm really actually quite content with my life. I have great friends, I have great family, I have great people that I can just have an awesome relationship with. You know, life right now for me is slowing down. I'm taking things at my own pace. I'm doing things at my own pace, and I don't feel like I have to rush to do anything or to be anything. I'm just simply being me. You're very present in the month of August here. You're very aware of who you are and what you want, and you're very much so not trying to rush your life or push yourself to be anything you don't want to be. You know, I'm Leo, I'm here, I'm present, I'm enjoying my life, and that's what's most important. So it definitely seems to me like a month here of just slowing down, enjoying life, connecting with people, truly deeply connecting with the individuals that are surrounding you and that love you and that care for you, and recognizing that you don't have to go through life's challenges all on your own, you know? So that's the beautiful transformation that's happening here. And on an emotional level as well, you guys here are truly experiencing some deep healing, and your perspectives are changing, you know? You're not in that energy anymore where it's like, yeah, I need to do everything on my own because other people don't give a shit. It's like your eyes are open right now to the people who do give a shit. And going through life with people on your side, it's a really wonderful feeling. So Leos, I love this reading, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not really sure how many Leos this will resonate to, but if it resonates to you, cool. Wishing you guys a very happy birthday and also a very happy Leo season. Appreciate you being here. Please do subscribe if you are new. And with that being said, much love to you, Leo, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.